Doc, Frenchie Ache, na memano akwaba. Doc, morning.
Good morning.
Na empomo boko de.
Yankopon Mumpaibo, Bibia Kakra.
Very well. Fache, mamu atina ho ache kakra because of the phone interview. Na yeah. But I don't pay ministry ni TVET. Mo hote say.
Yankopon Ministry of Education, Bibia Boko, and Commission for Technical and Vocational Education, so Bibia Boko.
This is you made any course saying.
Econonym. Seven penny for senior da obeto ebuatwa nsuo fra no na empafen ebejo ti yede nyankopon asese nyoma aban ni digu akwan mu no ni nyina bibia ekonanim kakra.
A very important sign of we're having this discussion because it was part of your discussion I have here about the educational sector. Any day why near money be echo. Some have said, sir, SSE view free SHS. Some have said, sir, technical and vocational education now am funny serious, no, as a country. It is building up our problem. Brofono, any grammar now am more funny our secondary schools, no, a dorsal. Sir, you bet me a nim technologically. Now you bet me your technical skills. You bet me develop your it is very important. Say you be technical and vocational education no abe paramount. About 51 prestigious schools say Ghana. If you are counting, you cannot count any of the technical institute account. People so our perception is sebe nkwala abon na womuni madie no and the vocational and technical school. The more reason why I not pay, you invite you to the studio. Now let us understand. Baby, I drew as a country, no. When it comes to vocational and technical education, where do we start from, and how should we proceed in the journey of education?
Okay, Meda Sibebre. Oshe, my how are you near ku and Sanu at least say young quetry from the past 5 to 6 years now.
Okay,
and Sakraya Sonku. Aba or San Regiment because who you saw what in your maybe in a basin any now they share. I agree with you, say be a top school procedure be a person in Babekwa, Ebia and San Regiment Siano and count. But and your sister, if you say from independence, you're near Kuhu to say from 2017 ya koswa yedi hu komo da ne da na nyoma sakra ade ba obetimi di aye nsusudie eye ohwemu a before 2017 the number of learners ananka omko eno adwuma tete no omu wie junior secondary school no more to aso na way below 15,000
okay,
but enne day am no ka say enne technical and vocational students no pre-tertiary for na omo chromo so no and then umbe dey omu bewie
okay,
eba core subjects na ye wie on the 8th of August na over 26,000 and a troye and eba trade areas no so almost 29,000 plus and a troye na ni December kun so wom say afi emrante ne maba omo concern adwumasua ye free technical and vocational education no is getting to 50,000. You know, there's no way a bit me aka sense and adwumasua no economy dia abaya ye within the shortest possible time wa quadruple the numbers call technical and vocational no kire say amai ani ku and Sanu Education. Now, oh, you know, immediately educational intervention, it doesn't effect within 5, normally within 5 to 10 years. Now, investment now, oh, you know. Then at the same time, so Yanko Kumasi, ko Kumasi Technical Institute, ko share equipment. Any reading akoso ho obetimi akosisia munko na nkwohwe emfoni ni ade any instructors ye do ko Cape Coast mo training on this equipment so equipment no I'm afraid say bia ukọ kwame nkomashia pom kra nya bi ewo ho enti no that is what it is now Kumasi Technical University equipment e ho no e bia wunya bi o kwame nkroma e na ko Oko Ikwada so Methodist and I said what the year or quad so School of Performing Arts or Creative Arts now. You can see say abai any who our demands and money investment within the short time. Why ye won san no strong cra now why just like that or the enfienum strategic plan eto ho and no na any unia obia betimi e di one dance say 5-year strategic plan or the buy no one track keke nemum ade bia e say oye e wo ho ni nyina wa ye ni nyina pepepe o ka say e say o set it up because we used to have Council for TVET.
Yeah.
Or say I me set up commission for tech and vocational education. Na ahwode a ye de hye ensano adwuma suam na tumi a ye bema aban kuo ana adwuma ayefo bi a ombetimi ahwe se ye ntoto nsano adwuma ese no waye no minua eno no waye and the commission has been established.
A bread training that has been formed.
Now, or say, Oshema affairs, no, na you were MVTI, you were OIC, you were ISS, you were CDVTI, you were Youth Development Centers, you were Ghana Education Service, and another drone war. Into not technical and vocational education, you need a Ibia and Maomo. Into your non say, also or take a whole new agency, Ghana Hano. General education the near obi anim say GES it's time bia ye ni ku omo ho almost 700 schools na bibia na de more but this time o say yanti a new agency or be share say pre-tertiary TVET no so no yaye and no so TVET service no anye ano akeke or the call marche bedroom waye a TVET service no aye me no ka say nra council ni koshia wo hwe special scheme of service just for the service na ye hu say ankronkro mo adwuma kra no kwan be so no mbetimi afa abeboa ensano adwuma ntete and sanyo ma we nyina no why this investment is very difficult for most government to do over the years enti na ye ntimi anye no but o share aban ani so ade hu ne opepa onya ne the political will enye easy to movie institutions across 19 ministries to one ministry, making sure say when you have special focus for ensano adwuma only few countries na etimiaye India etimiaye Africa han crown no we don't know how many countries are etimiaye ntino eyade a enunko ano emu odu a ban etimiaye then o hwe sikapudu a odi ahye to say ye be upgrade na infrastructure nyina aba no eno so aye ade ba ko ansano adwuma eye ne say enya brofoka enya enkontabuo ene brofoka ehu hia pa nanso in addition to that no say oye ne nsawoso oni ankrankra mo munyuma ene ye aban are establish sector skill bodies wono eye ankrankra mo munyuma omo na kire de ekọ omo na kire se enhuru omo na kire se mpaboa no mepese esua mepese eye kese no ama or the standards naba ni akire ni nyina no so set it up we no anwie o share the years from 206 Kessben established up to 2017 the curriculums competency based curriculum and I say yeah because MPP are buying 2006 set it up Kessben and no dey no maybe share we hwemu a yentimi anye but abai apesika pudu a me no ka say we are developing competency based training curriculum no
and no so na me ba no because so you can technical and vocational education now the course prescription students ne be no very key now we course subject no every honoma the elective ones are be equip your mama wo nya the needed skill hwehwe na aban so focus no betimi I realize and very important. What are some of the programs as say mode to akwemu a quite different from the natite no so that in a modern day you betimi enya the required technological skill e ama young students
the first one and it say ubenya set industry ebeba on board because omona e train we are of takers aban and create jobs aman bia akoso no aban say aban create jobs wage bill ebe kosro ban kran nyuma tumpon and no fan crofon say omu nyuma eba on board into your buying asset up skill bodies. First time in our history in Ghana. You got big countries like Germany, Switzerland, India, South Africa, nomnia there, and in your coastal industry, etimi juma yakofa nyoma or cars ye or honey yakofa, and yeah, even though South Africa here, no, I say industry in on board. So that is the first thing.
Okay.
The second thing is say unya infrastructure. Would the best support technical and vocational education, and also no. Aban dudu awaye no see a year from independence as abe ye within the shortest possible time investment aban dey just infrastructure alone no, is getting to $1 billion. Okay, and that is infrastructure. No, you can go minkasi aye schools ni nyina but you can go to at least all the XY MVTI institutions who say upgrade. You can go to almost 20 former GES institutions who say upgrade. You can go to all the technical universities and you will say upgrade or Monty. Infrastructure is huge. With your infrastructure now, you need curriculum. A bit me abua say yen crofona adiano ewo acquire a bit me more manyanti competency based training curriculum no. Abasi, we should work on not less than 100 of them.
Okay.
Timino Kasen, we are working on Keriko first Nanka Bakupe, Sope, ni Ayato, ni Nye, Bakupe, Sope, ni Ayato, and no Mboy. Abasi, yen take bold step. And between from Jobs and Skills Project, which is almost $200 million project, and no is focused on developing competency-based training curriculum from level 1 up to level 5, which is National Proficiency 1 up to Higher National Diploma, because that is the base of our economy, industrial agenda. No, that is the base of it, and that one is also being worked on. Now you need to have a regulator. Bet me abua say nyoma wo ye nyina no obi ensure say sa nyoma ye and I say wo ye na apart from regulator no wo agency so ono so hwe say delivery no e koso delivery ni wo mumienu ye what dey happen at pre-tertiary level and ye what dey happen at tertiary level.
Okay.
They happen at pre-tertiary level no abaya set delivery TVS service so and share no then technical universities no so show ma 2018 or review omo act no me no ka say Akentina Piaminka University ewo Asantememu 2017 yo ma bia na enko ye no aban de atutu ye ko equipment omo so ye dia mo sabe Akentina Piaminka
no ye technical university
technical university
purely technical university
pure say no gradually no ye transition omo most of the programs no omo ye no say na ye under EEW
and no so na member because most of the programs who was under EEW. They are more of social science programs.
Yes.
And then education and so ebabeka because of our teaching field, from EEW. But how do we see the transition from
the transition is going very well because untimi frekope dia enyini untimi frekope enchiano why we are boom. And gradually, we are working with them to make sure say you better transition. Now almost every training programmer happen on our pre-tertiary institutions near technical university. They will be run same there. Said they be bet me a trainee and crofwa 1 industry standards 2 or more entity na umbetimi akwache because sabi kwatiko say obema ntoma TND now say okwache obi electrical installation na wankasa no unnim how ayetimi wire no cry munsus ye say na trunk cramp kwan be so ne fire no enti sa nyoma we nyina na ekoso enti that is one. So I've talked about making sure the curriculums are done. I've talked about making sure say
it syncs with the tertiary one, no?
Both and I've also talked about industry being at the center of, and I talked about investment in infrastructure because right now, no, some of the old equipment we are still keeping them.
Okay,
you can see the old equipment we have from 20 somewhere early 19s, but they are still there, and now your fourth industrial revolution, me and stand competition na we are say echo that is one of the things that yet me nebio apart from that no we make sure say o tete nkrofo no omo tete ani en such a way say by the time we mewie no krankre a omo omnyuma na edai afa omo, and to do that no and yeah insist say going forward all the technical institutions will have to use nothing by the competency based training. Competency based training no ohwe ohanchemu adioso no esentete no ekoso ewo krankre nyuma mu ana say se bi adwuma kro ne ni bi wo Ghana ha esi mi model search industry ewo training institution no say ba nkra no benya santete no by that time no so oba out a dodo na betimi ada se betimi abie omunyuma ana se adwuma ni bi ebi a school na okoye no ewo nkran ana se wo tamale ana se wo boga na owie na adwuma no enni boga ho a na okoba bi fufura na oho na adwuma no a eso otimi more jumano ekoso. Okay.
Me tell for no see ye.
Also timo more jumano ekoso. Enti the competency based training curriculum no and also about this kepudu ashemwa sabi any sector skill bodies any industry no any training institutions no e develop first nanka ushemwa curriculum ni ya develop as training institution na diaba say industry ni mpeke eno nya adwuma say ya sakrem empaboa yehye ukọ asantememu ukọ Ashanti New Town ukọ Alaba ukọ Kumasi Mpatem a ade baako a ye ade pa wo ho empaboa eye sabre ni ye develop curriculum up to level 4 enche ni ebewie level 5 na wono a wo yeshu onkrofo on be hia na hwehwu a ebinum atimi aye na ode sisi de efrabro chire ba no a we no kra no na enya asem ketwa enti sanyoma we bringing the industry in no you pick all the standards we are say afa na nyina yisu ni omo so omo wanim de no e wo ha omo wodrim no so no aka ho ne develop ni ya making sure say you are training crofo bebre because mpabo ya de ba Ghana memu ha uko Kumasi mpabo ya ton e wo force line ni ade na e bebre say yetimi ya dodo no wa Ghana na ne bo no kofom a ya be ye mpabo aton e wo ha ni ya de bi nso akwa amane.
Doc, I think it's a very good point that will make it out of the production that you made me a Ghana na yet me export it to Amanane. But I don't know, we'll have to come with government nankasa policies ensuring say vocational and technical education no air cost no what we are and your mom being in you bet me a consume in Ghana product. But your friend no be the other discussion a bit me have later because of our time no. You share the selection process into the technical and vocational institute. Utro wasi anywhere from the basic level. Oba pre-tertiary no. After the wasi no, what we no, which student will be qualified to enter into these things? And now I say, one more throw BEC no at that level. One more we are. A person go vocational school and a technical school no will have the right because mostly no cut-off point they might grade 36. Ubos near the 36 for no na eco technical and vocational schools no na ebe the best brains are here or more in that field no one more could the other side and only social sciences. Maminti on the selection process na your fancy.
You mean selection process for TVET schools no. Yen share mrabia ni enka wo babia da say one when you aggregate 36 nenko enya no creda na sebe akra when you aggregate 36 no enchireste wabom na adia aban e kan say opese anye bia no technical and vocational education ebe one of the ebe first choice enye second choice na obia nya opepa na opese o constant no adwuma otimiko if we say or nebuta answer or per se at least 50% of enkrana e Ghana no eco technical and vocational institution and na ushema afiwe no one or call technical and vocational institutions no ebi enya good grades
but I don't know me worry no because I don't know say commission no juma money wayek plus the computerized placement system. Okay, computer no ya throw BC in every year be open up to the schools. You be here collabia any grade and in the schools I was selecting. How do we ensure say the students with the best grades, and the best brains, some of them will end up in our technical and then vocational institutions? That is where the challenge will be.
No, that is not the challenge. The challenge will be say technical and vocational education a product. A free year independent a basis sabre adia ne yani ku hu mum more no grammar education.
Yes,
and you know, now we are having this conversation because aban no e de nneoma gu akwam unconsciously to support a system whereby your man dodo na ebeko internal adwumasu a in selection for school no oko wanim no enye nhye obia ntimi nhye akora bia say chinchina akọ technical and vocational education ana ntimi nhye awufuo bi say chinchina amawba enko technical and vocational institute nemom aban nyoma a odi begu akwan mu no na say awufuo no nim say me konsa no adwumasu a we ni de daachi ebesime na say me wi a adwuma metimi ayeni ana say kwan we so na mefa me ma tumpon a eduna enkrofo dodo na abede ebeko titiwo no na abrofo ne baaye no omo che na omo pese oba eko school a obetimi aba bebo tai no anya obroni adwuma aye sabe abrofo na omo ye no omo krom se omo adane no se wukọ land na omo so oti level so ti ase ewo o level ni ade omo ti because omo hu se sense no adwuma no anko animu a omo ma ne bede ebo enti no sanka sabra abrofo baaye ni ewo koko ni ewo timber na omo bua ma ye factories na dodo na akọ industry ni etimi build a system a nka koko ni entwa enko nka timber ni entwa enko ba na omo me de be ye book work ni atrocho amomo ni aka abrofo akese ni interpret amomo ewo omo a eyi at that time. So I say now we cannot go that way again. Until the only way you bet me a change your work and they say abandon your mabegu akwam one obey infrastructure you here now so because of court and san teacher and video the best is even probably better than the obey grammar institution be. Ya beye enyoman said ye industry no beba on board said ye be obi wie ensano adwuma ntete a on continent enfie num ni enfie nsia achi na momo wie na even though by the time we was school on kra no wa adwuma eye a bibi ba fie owie na nso obenya adwuma ye ese ye enyoman in such a way say abrantie ba ko a sign enyoman so welding okosi world skills competition aban e de aba no Ghana akom world skills competition a stands an adwuma ntete ye any welding ti no ye de Germany oko Namibia kosi akan oye world skills competition organ odi nkunim oko Namibia asesa akogina Ghana enem Germany oko ho esa akoye training me no ka say Germany aban still onkosi ga Germany enem ewo US world skills competition happen this year na say ekoso of China because of COVID ntino o matitima ye na nkronkro ahodo so abrante oko ensano adwuma ntete akọ because of that ntino wako Germany aba or beko America aba na odi ntete na ba abedum aboa Ghana sa branche by the time onye school no nya bibia no na adwuma obebie no and onu betimi aye bi asa etimi afa afoforo sa fasudie we no na se esukufo hu na wofuo hu na ade ni nneoma a odi atoto akwam nyina na ekọ pepe na dodo na ebepese ombe konsa no adwuma sia
eno ne adwuma kese a commission no will have to do
and abano
commission no will have to do because to attract the people no what the kan say enka no the compare and say no numbers no increase but how do we get grant say at first yet now cause teacher training college near the encroform na attractive the more reason why I want to introduce the allowance system to attract the people into that sector near more trained teachers can government and the commission design a model a bit me students to also push them into the sector because getting the students there is one factor and then getting the infrastructure and the right curriculum to run those TVET institutions another factor. How is the commission going to work on it? And then sika modebe sa ne mani nyina no emwa no so free hin ana eba na ye face
iminia meda say die di kan die tosu mienu die tosu miensa aban aye wo hwe ensa no adwuma sua sikapudu a odi ahyem ene ye lanche the first ever TVET report 2021 TVET report afibia no ye beye foforo Ministry of Education be lanche ne minia industry no is now being called on board because sikapudu aban di hyem or ya mfasodie no ebeba ma manfo ebeba ma ankrankra omo adwuma Ghana Skill Development Fund aban asset up aban di sikapudu 60 million ashem I was see ankrankra mu wo mu nyuma ebia mu hia ntitiye bi ese beboa ma mu nyuma akoso ose mu mbra magic na mu fa nhye mu nyuma mu na enyuma no enkosoro so ti ase aban ye no whilst we are going on, Aban will continue to do its best. But we are also calling on the industry to support. Because in France and Wejuma Tumpong, Enyina no, Aban Yenefa no, na industry so Yenefa. Yehaya yo yanko India ya. Aban contributing almost 49% to technical vocational education. No? Industry also contribute to 51%. Eti enkakra ohwe industries na ese etimi kwa animu aya carrot and stick issue abai putting the person in the pillar ye put it out no say abai person ye dual training no ebia person concern adwuma bi na Kessben ha no na obe apply na waje no wa starting sanu adwuma entity no na oba ha 3 days na nko akọ training institution for another 2 days. And no about person deba. But we need the industry to also come on board. If you start here, say you may as an approach, dual approach here. Can you imagine the number of students are or mobile person or mobile? If you say Maya to 2 and pony now, most of them have gone through this kind of training. Oko Germany 70% and I go through in San Jumesia. Oko Switzerland over 75% and I go in San Jumesia because majority of them go through it through the industry. No, gradually as we are working on it will change. Yes.
But are we going to see Ghana per the blueprint with the Amaye with the strategic plan Mukitano after the 5 years extensive development with infrastructure near the are we going to see a turnaround of Ghana's economy depending on vocational and technical education?
We are seeing it. It's going to happen. Right? We are seeing it. So now we are assessing our performance with the 5-year strategic plan. And we started working on the next 5-year strategic plan. At the same time, working on a TVET policy, what we would look at beyond the 5-year strategic plan. And we are also looking at the impact. So we are not just putting this thing in place without looking at the impact. And also, skill development fund, Ghana skill development fund are buying,
and also say $60 million
are buying a shame. Sabria Minoka say the first call for proposals no BA amanfo nyina ankrenkre wono mo adwuma enti obi abetimi apply aban expect say at least 700 entities and our enterprise individual will get support according to the different windows no okay your website obetimi anya so na otimi de entity bi na ewo ho na say so de boa na we cost a obetimi a challenge fund enye loan a challenge fund very competitive ye de bema the best innovative and creative ideas say be ya mabunu dodo na betimi anya adwuma ni botai nyina ne say batama yenwie skill development fund, Ghana skill development fund, first phase, at least 42,000 direct jobs have been created. They say in your BA, we say call for proposal, call your website www.gsdf.ctv.gov.ghr. Wait to me. Enya kwenya na wa go through the process and as about the commission for TVET ubetimi enya kwenya at the same time so you check Ghana into ahodo enai ye mnantie ne maba no ebeko no mne amanfo akodi nkuta ho no ma kire o kwan betimi apply for this fund.
Thank you very much, Doc. I'm grateful. And the Director General Edema TVET and I mean in a no Dr. Fred Che one under your Director General TVET as a commission for a year technical and vocational education training and at the end bringing us to exactly 7:30